become like a scientist when you cook, you know?
Which is funny because I failed almost all my science classes.
Do they typically eat this for breakfast?
No, they eat it for breakfast in Italy. Everybody, so we are here, not in my kitchen. I'm with Ethan Simmons Patterson, a really funny comedian here in New York City. We are making a series to promote my book, Your Pasta Sucks, a cookbook with Matteo Lane. I thought it would be really fun to go over some of the dishes that we have and recipes that we have in the book. And I wanted to bring my friend Ethan here. Hi, Ethan.
Hi, Matteo.
How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Ethan is a really funny comedian. We work at the Comedy Cellar a lot. He comes on the road with me a lot. Ethan, what is your social media so everyone can follow you?
Non-existent.
That's right. If you love Ethan Simmons Patterson and you want to see more of him, send smoke signals.
Yes.
Okay, so today we're gonna make pasta al pomodoro,
yes,
which is like a simple red sauce, which I recently taught you how to make because you said you weren't a big red sauce fan.
I was not.
And then what changed your mind?
You did, honestly, and then just the simplicity of the recipe and how good it tastes.
And then you made it for your girlfriend?
1,000,000 times. She's tired of it.
She's tired of it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I should have taught you something new today. I'm not bringing you home with any new knowledge for your girlfriend.
This is great.
So let's go over the ingredients. So we have our garlic, salt, we have pepperoncino, Parmesan cheese. Usually Parmigiano Reggiano from 24 months age is the best to go on your pasta. We have passata, which is just pureed tomato. I prefer the Muti brand. Basil and olive oil. And that's pretty much it. Do you remember the first step?
I remember you...
Wrong!
I just remember you dumping a lot of olive oil in the pan.
Yep.
An obscene amount, which seemed very Italian.
Not too obscene.
And then fry garlic and the basil.
Okay, so we're gonna put olive oil in. Now you said an obscene amount of olive oil.
Yeah.
I mean, we just wanna kind of cover the pan because you're gonna be frying your garlic and your...
So you just cover the bottom of it.
You just kind of wanna cover the bottom of it because if it's too much oil, then it just starts to seep in and then it feels very oily. So now with the garlic, what I do, I just smash it.
Right.
I don't actually cut it because you're gonna be taking the garlic out. You don't wanna leave the garlic in because it will get too like bitter.
Yeah, because what you told me is Italians don't have garlic.
They don't use a lot of garlic.
Yeah,
I mean, they do with like aglio olio, like they definitely use garlic, but I just think that like somehow with American Italian cooking, which I love, it got a little out of hand. There was too much garlic happening. Now you can use onion if you want, like it depends on where your family's from in Italy or what region you're in. You can use anything from garlic to onion. Do you prefer either one? Do you prefer garlic or do you prefer, what is your favorite Italian dish? It can be American Italian too.
You don't want to know.
I do.
I would say honestly, it's carbonara, but it's not obviously the carbonara that you guys make with the guanciale.
What carbonara do you prefer?
I started using
You're being filmed.
duck bacon for carbonara.
Where did you get carbonara with duck bacon?
I made it.
What tree did you climb into and found a restaurant?
It was the only bacon I could use. It worked out because of the duck fat. But
you know what? That's very resourceful because Italians are very like resourceful in their cooking.
Yeah.
And so Italian cooking is more so about like what's happening, what regional things do you have around you, and how do you make a meal out of it. I really had to go on a limb. Okay, so now we're gonna use our pepperoncino, which is just red pepper flake, and we're gonna let this kind of cook a little bit because you want to smell it.
It smells great already.
It's gonna be as Nick said, a little peppery. Now, this is something that I see some Italians do and some Italians don't do, is actually frying up some of the basil before you even put in the red sauce. Yeah. I saw a Roman chef do this once and I never thought about it before because I always thought basil is like an afterthought for the flavor. But then once I started doing this, it just adds a whole new freshness to the meal.
Deepens it.
I really like it. Yeah, you're like frying basil.
Yeah.
Now, we don't want this to cook too long because you don't want the garlic to get burned. So do you want to put in our passata?
How much? The whole thing? The whole enchilada.
And then I'm going to teach you the Italian trick afterwards.
Oh, is that the water? And
yeah.
I got a good memory.
I would say fill it up with like a quarter of water from the sink. The water will cook down. You don't want it to be too thick because then it will burn. And then you know what I do? You can just take it. This is actually perfect. Yeah. Because you don't want to waste.
There you go.
You don't want to waste it, so then you just...
Oh yeah, we do that in Chicago too.
Ethan and I are both from Chicago. We're both Chicago girls. Where in Chicago did you grow up, Ethan?
I grew up in Bronzeville on the low end.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Didn't you say you played my high school in sports at one point?
I believe.
John Hersey High School?
Yeah, we play Hersey.
Okay, so we're going to take a little bit of salt, right? So put some salt in here. Ooh, that felt so professional. I feel like Usually I have my shit salt machine. I'm like, salt! Now this is gonna be, let me just put, how the fuck do I use this? Hold on.
It's a pepper grinder.
Oh, I do it this way. I literally thought, I thought that was a button. I thought it was supposed to be like, okay, just a little bit of pepper. You don't want too much.
I think sugar is behind you in this cabinet.
Okay, go ahead. This is Tommy, everybody. He was setting everything up for us. Tommy's from Jersey.
He's the best.
Tommy, did you grow up with a bunch of guinneas?
Yes.
Are you Italian?
Yes.
Nice.
Where's your?
Italian and Irish.
Yeah, that's a very common mix.
yeah.
Throw Mexican and you're one of my cousins. It does smell really good.
It smells crazy good. Yeah.
What are some things that you like to cook? Because you do
I
cook.
do cook a lot. Last night, what did I cook? I cooked an Asian wrap. Yeah.
You cooked a wrap?
Yeah. I made a little wrap earlier this week, and then I put edamame in it, seaweed, kimchi.
Ethan's very healthy, and I just want to say, like, the way he describes his life to me, it's like very bohemian chic.
Yeah.
So I can't tell if like you live in a tree house and you're like, I only live one with nature. Like Ethan is my grandmother Willow.
Oh man, she sounds amazing if she's anything like that.
Do you remember Grandmother Willow from Pocahontas?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
If I were Pocahontas, listen to a tree.
I mean, they are very wise. But I normally cook. I cook a lot of chicken, a lot of fish. That's basically it. I started getting into pasta since you taught me how to cook.
What other kind of pastas do you like making?
Well, the duck carbonara that you didn't seem like a big fan of.
Wait, real quick. So we're gonna add this. This is controversial. Every Italian knows this, but I have talked to so many Italians in Italy. You just take a little bit of sugar, and that's it. Very controversial. This is a very controversial thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't come for us, Italians.
No, they will. Italians, they come for you. I put all the ingredients together. This is like a really quick sauce, so you're just gonna let this cook for 20 minutes. 20, 15 minutes. I put it on high, medium, high, because you really want to have it cook through. You can keep checking in on it, and then after that, you can just turn off the heat, and then we add in our pasta, and we use some pasta water. So we have time to chit chat. Oh, is this for the, thank you. Look at that, look at this pro. So, if you could have a restaurant, like what kind of food would you serve at your restaurant?
Mediterranean. Easily.
Mediterranean.
Yeah.
Greek, Turkish, Italian, Tunisian, Moroccan.
Moroccan or Greek?
Would you have a lot of couscous?
Yeah, a lot of couscous. I have a theory that Europe only has 3 countries that are really good at food.
I'm narrowing it down to 3. You're right.
Yeah.
France, Italy, and Greece.
That's my 3.
Yeah. The French are furious right now.
Sorry, Europe.
Well, France has the best pastries.
Yeah.
I mean, you go to France. I mean, the bread is amazing, and the food's good in France. I was there with Francesco De Carlo. We could not find good espresso no matter where we went. No, but the bread and pastries, France wins in the world. No one is better than pastries or like patisserie.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, Italy. You've been to Italy.
I've been to Italy.
You went to Naples.
I went to Naples. Great city you guys got there.
I love Naples.
Full of water. It's very interesting.
It's an unhinged city.
Yeah.
Well, Naples is kind of a culmination of many things. It's like Italian culture at its highest concentration.
Yeah.
So you get the most expressive people. You get beautiful music. It's where opera was created. Written music was created. You get this dish right here comes from Naples.
Really?
Red sauce. I mean, obviously Mexicans made tomato. I am my own. I'm Mexican Italian. I created my own dishes.
Yeah.
But they are the ones who created pasta with red sauce and pizza and meatballs. So like kind of all the American Italian traditions that we know for food come from Naples. But then there's also like theft and the traffic's insane and the people scream at you. But it's it's a part of the fun.
That's all cities. That's Chicago too.
That is Chicago too. Yeah. Do you find that Chicago is more chill than New York?
I feel like Chicago is more chill. It's a little cleaner. Certain parts are more unhinged than like unhinged parts of New York.
I don't think you're talking about Lakeview.
No, at all. No. Lakeview, you guys are
it's just
great.
gays.
Yeah, it's just gays being.
Lakeview is unhinged at like 4 a.m. on a Friday night.
Yes, and it's usually about some boyfriend drama.
There used to be a place called Berlin, this club called Berlin.
Yeah.
And it was like a 6 a.m. bar. But I remember one time my cousin Brian and I, we were running to Berlin. It's a gay bar. And we got in a cab on New Year's. I remember fighting for cabs on New Year's. So this white girl, she opens the door and she was like, hey, sure, cab, you guys. We're like, sure, yeah. She's like, where are you going? And we go, Berlin. And she thought we were talking about Germany.
Oh, wow.
And she's like, you don't have to fucking make a joke, slammed it. I was like, well, we didn't want you anyway.
That was nice of you guys to let her in.
We were, it was New Year's. It was hard to get like
cab.
Yeah, it's difficult. All right, okay, so we're just looking through. It's looking good.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's starting to really thicken up.
Yeah.
So pretty soon we're gonna start taking our garlic out. We don't want it to be too bitter. So I'm gonna let it cook a little more just to see like sort of spice level where we're at.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a good thing about a lot of Italian foods is it's just a few simple ingredients can create like a very strong flavor.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten any on me. I just want everybody in.
He might have jinxed it. Yeah.
All right, hold out your hand.
Let's do
So
it.
this is how much salt we're gonna put in our water. I would say about that much.
See that? Yeah.
Dump it in. There you go.
I feel professional.
Oh, can I have the spaghetti? Now I sort of feel for Rachel Ray.
Oh, she was great at what she did.
That's not. That's not something we can't take back from Rachel Ray. I'm gonna apologize
You're right.
for what
I'm
you just
sorry.
said about
I
Rachel
will
Ray.
say she was good.
She's very. I have a whole joke about Rachel Ray because her voice.
Her voice is crazy.
It's a voice
Respect it.
Ursula is not interested in using. Thank you so much. Look at this.
That's
pasta.
beautiful. That's really beautiful.
All right, you want to dump it in for
Let's
us?
do it, and we do it.
And you're not breaking it.
not breaking it. We
You
don't
understand
break it.
this rule.
Yes, it's bad.
Yeah,
Italians
it's
hate
bad.
that too. Yes.
All right, just give it a stir.
Give it a stir.
I always stir it around and around until it creates kind of a circle so that way the pasta doesn't stick with each other.
Got you.
Some misnomers out there, do not put olive oil in your pasta water. This is a big no-no.
Greasy water. Why
It's-
would you do that?
Thank you. It's greasy water. And you're gonna be using the pasta water to go into the sauce and go into the pasta so that way it adheres to it because what you're doing is you're releasing all those starches from that pasta. So it creates what they call pasta cottura, la cottura, like golden, what does a pasta queen call it? She's like the tears of the pasta gods.
The tears of the pasta guy.
So dramatic. I met her and she made fun of me because we went out to dinner at La Devozione here in New York City. We were having dinner and we were speaking in Italian obviously, and then she asked me, she's like, where are you from? I go, I'm from Chicago. She goes, no, like your family in Italy. I go, oh, they're from Sicily and Naples. She goes, why are you talking like a Roman? And I go, oh, that is
that's
Francesco
right.
De
Yeah,
Carlo
yeah,
who
yeah.
has changed my accent. I used to sound more Sicilian and now I sound like Francesco De Carlo.
Do all Romans sound like Francesco?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
His accent is what they call Romanaccio. Romanaccio means like how you New Yorkers kind of talk like this.
Yeah.
That would be him in Italian. Yeah, and I couldn't quite hear the accent, just I couldn't understand him for a while, and now I understand the Roman accent.
Yeah.
And then I went to Sicily for a week when I was with my friends and family in
Yeah.
Sicily, and then he came down with our friends from Rome, and immediately I heard his accent. I was like, whoa. It's like, you sound so crazy. So now, see this? See how it's kind of foaming up at the top?
Beautiful.
This is good.
That's what you want.
This is what we want. This is the moment where I'm gonna start taking the garlic out of my. I really feel like I'm like Little House on the Prairie with this.
Oh, yeah, with the top, yeah.
And now it's like we're looking for
Just
gold.
strain it, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to have all this garlic. It's just too much.
20 minutes for the sauce, usually.
Usually,
Or
I mean,
are you
you
looking
can
for
kind of
something?
see when you get like the right
Yeah.
consistency.
Yeah.
I would say like right now we're probably at the right consistency.
Because you can't even see the oil anymore.
No, the oil's
with
cooked
the sauce,
in.
yeah.
It feels like a nice, smooth, beautiful sauce. So there's our garlic. Do what you want with it. My mom would say, feed it to the birds. I'm gonna put in just a little bit more basil.
Yeah.
And we can mix it around. Because our pasta, I think this pasta, check the box. If you want it al dente, it'll tell you on the box what al dente is. And so usually al dente for spaghetti is like, I don't know, 8 minutes.
Oh, that was cool.
That's I feel like that's like a little trick I've learned.
I've never
So-
seen it before.
Really?
Yeah.
My Uncle Mike, when we were little, I started cooking pasta when I was like the 3rd grade.
Yeah.
And he's Irish, and he was like, make sure that watch the pot never boils over.
And is al dente means to the tooth. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And the Romans really, if you can taste it now, like this needs a little more salt.
Yeah.
The Romans love their pasta super al dente. Were you ready to eat pasta at 11 o'clock in the morning?
Absolutely. Always ready to eat pasta.
I have to eat 3 bowls of pasta today.
Oh, poor you.
So Ethan, how long have you been doing stand-up for?
I've been doing stand-up now, wow, 15 years?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah, 15, 14 years.
How long were you doing it in Chicago for?
I didn't do it in Chicago.
At all?
No, I went to Iowa City for college and then came straight to New York.
Damn.
Yeah, I would come back to Chicago every now and then, but
You
not in
performed at the
city.
Chicago Theater.
I did with Matteo Lane, whoever that guy is.
Yeah. A complete loser. Whose cheeks look like I just ate 1,000 nuts and I'm ready to hibernate for the winter.
We did Park West, that was really nice. And then when I was in town during like breaks, I would do the Laugh Factory.
Oh my God. I remember when they first had the Laugh Factory and all of us lined up for
Hours.
hours.
Just trying to 2 minutes.
All right, so now I'm gonna take a little bit of that pasta water. I want like the real.
The starches.
See how creamy it looks?
Very creamy.
How not transparent it looks. I'm gonna put that in with our sauce. You may think it thins it out, but in reality, it's just gonna help our pasta stick to it.
You become like a scientist when you cook, you know?
Which is funny because I failed almost all my science classes. I know.
This is very scientific.
Baking is more scientific, I think, than cooking. Cooking, you can.
I think the way the Italians cook though, they really incorporate a lot of science.
Do they?
Emulsification, like to emulsify like cheese without
Use the word I would have
creams.
absolutely never used in my
But
entire life.
but you do it all the time. You just did it. Yeah.
I'm gonna reserve a little pasta water in case I think I need it.
Yeah.
Now, for me, the pasta is al dente. For me, it's ready.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take it out. And I'm gonna strain it. All right, and then we just take it and then right into the sauce.
While it's cooking.
While it's cooking, because it's a little under, so we're gonna let it cook for like a minute in the sauce, so that way it actually adheres to the sauce, cooks with the sauce.
Yeah.
I've seen some cacio e pepe recipes where they actually cook it as little water as possible to make it super starchy, so that they can use that for the cheese. I don't know, who's got time for that?
That's another one I really like, cacio e pepe. That's the
I
one I
love
can do.
cacio e pepe.
I can do all the ingredients. No duck.
Well, there's 3.
Yeah.
No duck. I would kill you if you put fucking duck and cacio e pepe.
Although, what's the other one? Algio de olio? What's that? It just means what, like
Aglio olio.
alio oil.
Yeah, garlic and oil.
Oil, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, that's a
Very
really simple one.
Yeah, very simple. Very
It's
good.
sort of like 4 a.m. pasta.
Yeah.
basically
just
is what
throwing
it
some stuff
is.
together, yeah.
All this comes from a phrase called povera cucina, which means poor cooking. That's a literal translation. But it just means like what people had to cook with
When they were
at
poor.
that time. Yeah, and now you go to New York and it's $35 for
Crazy.
a bowl of fucking pasta. It's so
insane.
stupid. So this is it, and then I'm gonna pour a little more oil over it.
Okay.
And that's it, that's our pasta al pomodoro.
That's pretty easy.
It's very easy. And now you know how to make this, because you came over and were so
Yeah.
sweet. You were like, I wanna...
I know how to make pastas. I'm gonna get my pastas up.
When you said you didn't know how to make fucking red sauce.
I didn't know. And all the red sauce I've ever had was bad. Because we would just, if it was bad, we just throw a bunch of sugar in it. Again, Italians don't come for us. But yeah.
They're gonna come for me too. The Italians are just online waiting for someone to fuck up carbonara. Like, guarda questo cazzo puta di merda. I'll let you play and then we sit down and chat.
He's
Chris?
a professional.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you better fucking work.
Look at that.
You better fucking work. Now we get to enjoy.
Now we get to try it.
I'm very excited. This is gonna be I did legs today, so this looks great.
This does look good. Wow.
Yeah, it's really
That's
good.
perfect. And it sticks to the noodles like perfectly.
Yeah, it shouldn't be like a sauce. Like it
Yeah.
should feel like
It's a part of the noodle.
it's a part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want it to feel too soupy. And some people, I think because the pasta itself is still, it's the star.
Yeah.
The sauce should complement the pasta.
And it's like super simple too. That's what's crazy about it. Cheese on top is perfect.
This is really good.
Yes.
I really enjoy this. I know I'm supposed to be asking you questions, but instead,
I mean, I don't know how you could. This is amazing. Thank you so much.
oh my God, are you kidding?
And it's Pecorino Romano cheese.
No,
No,
this is Parmigiano.
Parmigiano.
Pecorino would taste good.
Yeah.
The Romans really love pecorino. They're heavy on pecorino. It would give it like a sharper taste because it's so strong. It's that goat's.
Yeah.
It's a sheep's cheese. It's so good. You guys want some? Take this. Here. You can keep it. Eat it. Try it.
Eat it!
No. I don't care. Film it. This is good.
Eat it now!
We're rustic here.
Do they typically eat this for breakfast?
No, they eat it for breakfast in Italy. I think people think Italians eat it for breakfast every single day.
It's great. And I, like you said, don't like red sauce.
I can't believe you don't like red sauce.
Yeah.
I'm putting more on there.
Thank you.
I just want you to enjoy it.
No, it's really good.
This is usually, me and Ethan sit next to each other almost every single night in the cellar. But usually the cellar, we're just eating like, you know my order.
Chicken kebabs. Then you get rice
Yeah.
and green veggies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically
Or I get the burger patty.
the burger patty, no bun.
There's mozzarella cheese
on top. Yeah. Everybody who isn't in shape looks at him and is like, I want that.
Yeah, it's
And-
true. Reggie Conquest
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like, I'm just gonna eat what Matteo has.
Yeah, and they never get in shape.
Well, I'm so happy that you got to be here with me today to cook this
Thanks for
pasta.
having me. No, this is incredible.
If you want to order my book, you can go to MatteoLaneComedy.com and find the book there. It's called Your Pasta Sucks, a cookbook with Matteo Lane. And Ethan, where can people find you?
You can catch me at the Comedy Cellar usually
Every night.
any day of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or on the road with me sometimes.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks
I
for
love
having
you,
me.
Ethan.
I love you too. This is great.
I love Chicago.
Chicago.